Hi, I want to share something with you which comes from many conversations I have had with people over the last couple of weeks. So, we know what we're supposed to do right now in this situation and what we're supposed not to do. We're supposed to wash our hands. We're supposed to observe a physical distance between each other. We're supposed to stay home. We are supposed to wear a mask and we're supposed to not touch our faces. Okay, so we know these things. I want to add an extra thing, an extra step. And that steps comes also from boundaries. All these first steps have to do with boundaries, protecting ourselves, right? Protecting our physical health. Well, from all the conversations I've had, I want to add something that's going to be a mental health boundary. And that is what I'm going to call news boundary. Having news boundaries. What does this mean? This means two things to me, maybe three. The first thing is choose which news you let in. If you're watching news like CNN or Fox News, you're going to be, before you read anything, you're going to be presented with bright red color and maybe some flashing things. All of this is going to bring your cortisol up. All of this is going to bring a sense of drama and excitement before you even listen to anything or read anything. It's made for that. The color red is a color that excites. And it is engineered for that purpose, and it's going to have that effect on you. It's going to bring your cortisol up. It's going to get you wound up before you even read or hear a fact. For me, I like to read Vox News, VOX. Plus, it's yellow, and I like it. It's facts, and if we want to get educated, we get to decide what flavor, what we let in. Just like we don't want to let the virus in, we don't want to let the mental virus in either. So if we want to get news and information, I suggest we use news boundaries and we choose where we get that information from in a way that's going to be helpful to us, not detrimental. The second thing is how much and how often do we want to ingest these news? Once a day, twice a day, 10 times a day? That's the second part. We get to decide how often. Listen, we know what to do. We know what not to do. I understand the principle that says that if I have more information, I'm going to be more in control and I'm going to be better protected. It's not necessarily the case. There comes a point when you have gotten enough data to know how to operate, and the rest is just adding to your cortisol level. It's becoming your world. If you get information once a day, maybe even every other day, that's enough. If something big happens, trust me, you will find out. A friend will tell you, you'll see it on Facebook, God knows. Important stuff will come our way, but we get to decide how much, because it can become the biggest part of our life, the biggest part of our conversations with ourselves and with others. And that's the third part. The third part has to do with news boundaries too, is what are we talking about with each other? How much proportion are we using to talk about that topic versus other things? Our mental health is so important. Our mental health dictates also how good our immune system is, how well it's going to be ready to handle whatever it might be coming our way. So just as we need boundaries for our physical health, I think we need boundaries for our mental health. And this to me comes in the form of news boundaries. Where do you get your news? And how often do you get your news? And what percentage of those news makes up what you talk about in your mind and with others? That's what I have for you today. Let me know what you think, okay?